Hope everyone's doing all right, and I hope you can hear me. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. We're good. Awesome. I've got my right hand on my right hand side over here, helping me out. Now we had some issues last time with audio, mainly for like the video I was trying to watch. So it should be good now. It should be. I think I figured some stuff out. Recording wise, it works well, but for some reason, when I'm doing this for lives, it acts weird. I don't know why. But I hope everybody's doing good. Happy Wednesday. What's up, Steve? What is going on, man? Does it feel like it's Wednesday? I feel like honestly today at work it felt like it was a Monday or a Tuesday, which really Tuesday is just second Monday because nobody likes Tuesdays. But I felt like today was slow. Today was a slow day for me. I'm tired. I'll be honest. I am very tired, but uh, it's been a busy week, but also kind of a slow week. It's been weird. It's been weird. Another day, another dollar. That's right. And yeah, Independence Day is tomorrow, so that's cool. That's fine. Wednesdays are second Mondays. You think so? I don't know. For some people, today is Friday because maybe you're off tomorrow. Maybe you took the rest of the week off. I might take Friday off because I'm done. I think I'm put a fork in me. I'm finished. Caleb, what's going on? What is going on? Action Hank, yo, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's Friday for some people. I might make today my Friday. We'll see. I'm playing it by ear. We've already got a lot of people that are kind of off from work on Friday, but I haven't made a complete decision yet. So we'll see. We will see. All right, so today we'll try to watch another video. I still have to catch up on a couple of Ryan George videos, so maybe we'll at least do one of those. Maybe the two that I'm behind on. I don't see why not. I only have one thing I kind of want to chat about just to see if you guys know about it, but we'll get there. I didn't want to talk about it, but we'll see how that conversation goes, I guess. And yeah, just kind of see what y'all are about. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I want to talk about, the Acolyte episode 6. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. I have a reaction that will be coming out hopefully later today, like tonight once I edit it. I think I figured out the process when it comes to editing TV shows and or movies. I think I figured it out. My last one, if you missed it, I did watch episode 5. I did a reaction of that. Check that out if you haven't watched that yet. Um, and that was a one-time draft edit, and it was good, no issues. So I think this one should be good too. We'll see. Not the episode, the edit. The edit will go very well. The episode, maybe we'll start talking about that now. Is anybody else watching it though? Like anybody, or are you guys just getting this through me? Because I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that, but it's just ugh. I wouldn't be surprised if people are done. I guess it's kind of how I'll say it. I would not be surprised. Put this here for now. Chris S, what's up? What's going on? Everybody's kind of trickling in, so I'm enjoying seeing that. Caleb, okay. So you are watching that the Acolyte. It's funny. It really is time that we can't get back, but it is what it is. It feels like Friday to you, Chris. It does not feel like Friday to me. I wish it did. I think I'm gonna make today feel like a Friday. I think that might be what I do here. Because it did not feel like a Friday. It felt like another Monday to me, to be honest. And Tuesday felt the same, really. I have to go to so Illuminate. It's I'm sorry, Illumic. I'm sorry. I'm off here with the name. The Great. For some people, it's Friday. You got the American holiday, Independence Day tomorrow, and And some people are taking Friday off as well. So, it works. I think I might do that. That's kind of the plan. I am off tomorrow. Like I am off tomorrow. So that part helps. Might take off Friday too. I might. What do they say? What do they say? PTO, prepare the others. Is that what they say? Like, don't worry about. I'm gonna use PTO. You can't use PTO. Yeah, I'm using PTO. Prepare the others because I'll be off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. For those times for sure. What does that say? So, Chris, you're off Friday. Are you also off for the holiday? Steve, are you off for the holiday? Are you guys working? Like, who's off on the holiday? And what are you gonna do? Are you doing anything? Yeah, 9 days off for the price of four. Yeah, nice. Yeah, my wife sent me that. She sent me a text about that the other day. I saw it. I'm sorry I didn't respond because immediately I was like, I know about this. I'm pretty good at using my PTO strategically around holidays, so that way I can save more and roll it over into the next year. It just works that way. Nice, but yeah, anybody do anything for the holiday? Barbecue, nice. Okay, nothing special. But you did barbecue last time too, so I mean, like clearly y'all eating good, so can't be mad at that. No, Caleb. Yeah, I have to watch the time traveler one and the one about lying. I haven't watched either of those yet, so those are the two that I'm behind on. Work gave me Thursday through Saturday off, so I'll think I'll be barbecuing. Nice, nice. Is it? It says excellent connection now. Oh, there it goes. Of course. Every holiday is a barbecue. I like that. So far, Caleb and I are the only ones watching the Acolyte. It seems. Anybody else watching the Acolyte that's in here now? Like anybody checking it out? Checking it out? Possibly, maybe. If not, let me know. Um, what? No. Maybe that'll be the thing when I get older. Maybe, but now I don't. Maybe hot dogs. Hot dogs, yeah. Hot dog on the grill. I'll do that. Maybe. We'll see. So the great, you haven't even watched Mando yet. So you haven't watched any of the Mandalorian. I feel like you should at least watch episode, or not episode, season 1 and 2. Season 1 and 2 are fine. Season 3, yeah, not so much. But it looks like no one else is really watching the Acolyte. So I'll just talk about it. Should I talk spoilers? Oh my, it's straight up buffered. There we go. But yeah, do you guys care? Do you even care if I go into like any spoilers or anything? Does it matter? Let me know in the chat. If you do, I'll stay away from spoilers. I'm fine with it, but I don't want to like say anything and someone did plan on watching it. If not, I'll go into it. It's nothing huge, really, to be honest, as far as spoilers. So you're not really missing a whole lot, if I were to be honest. But just let me know. And I'll just kind of get into it real quick, and then I'll get into my other little bit. Not a whole lot of this scenario, but just a little bit and my thoughts on it. Something that for me is a little bit tragic, but maybe for you not. Then we'll watch a couple videos. That's fine. That's kind of a way to go. Okay, we're good. Sweet. At least Caleb, you're caught up, so you're good. You're good. Get yourself a smoker, not a ton of knowledge needed, but produces magic. Hmm. My buddy has a smoker. His is electric though, right? Yeah. Is there a difference? Well, like, what's the difference? I mean, flavor wise, I'm sure there's a difference, right?
I mean, I'm always gonna go wood or charcoal, but there electric just doesn't give. I know some people put the pellets in their electric
Oh yeah, I
smoker.
remember that.
I just don't like it
Yeah.
as much. I mean, it's still good. I don't like it as much.
Hmm. What, Chris? What about you? Are you more? Are you electric smoker? Or are you? What'd you say? Coal, charcoal,
Charcoal or wood?
charcoal or wood?
It's yeah.
Because
I'm
I
a
know nothing.
classic.
I know nothing. Nothing. Oh, thanks, the great. I appreciate that. I love reacting to them, so they're fun. And yeah, I'm actually me and the wife. We're gonna go see Deadpool on that Thursday before it comes out. So the 25th. What is it? Yeah, the 25th. We're going to check that out. Oh, by the way, I have tickets for Twisters next Tuesday. If you'd like to go, cool. We're also gonna see Twisters next week. No, I'm sorry, not next week. In 2 weeks, on the 16th. That one might be a little bit busy. So yeah, it should be good. Depends on the brand, honestly. I'm all wood. Okay, so he's mostly wood. Yeah, but all wood. Yeah, Deadpool. I'm definitely gonna watch before it's like out. You know, obviously. I mean, it's out that at that time, but I can't wait on possibly being spoiled on stuff beforehand. So yeah, Twisters. Yes, I will do a review on Twisters. I'm very behind on my reviews. She keeps beating me up over here because I'm not doing them like I should be, and I should be, and so I don't want to get beat up anymore. Save me. But I will do a review on Twisters uh, after I watch it. Yeah, it should be fun. Cool. Real quick. Okay, this one. You're gonna see my reaction to it and a little mini review on this show. But we watched episode 5. If you haven't watched that, check that out. That was actually the best episode of the season so far. Probably is gonna be period, to be honest. But episode 6 was horrible of the Acolyte. So again, if you're watching, sweet. If you're not watching, I'm gonna kind of go into some stuff. None of it's really spoilers though. If I were to kind of put it in that category, I don't think I would say like this is a huge spoiler, and if you know this, it ruins the whole show. The show is very boring, so it's not really ruining anything from that aspect, and it's not focusing on the right things. That's probably why I feel this way. But episode 6, after episode 5, which if you watch my reaction or if you watch the episode, you know that that was like it was a lot of action, a lot of lightsaber duels in that one. It was great. Uh, it went back to kind of the feeling of the prequel trilogy type lightsaber duels, fast, visceral, like you could tell they're trying to kill each other mostly. Um, so that was great, and I think the main antagonist so far, I think his name is Kimir. I keep forgetting. It's like Qimir. Kimir. He's a Sith, I guess, and he's good. He's actually good. Um, the actor, anyway, the actor. If you watch The Good Place, he's the guy that was like he was the Asian guy who was the what was his character
Hmm.
in The Good Place? The Asian guy who was like he was like dumb, but he's kind of like the buffoon of the
His name
group.
on the show.
No, not what his name was, but like what was he? Was he like a rapper or something, or he was just a? I can't remember. I thought you would know because you
He
watched the
was
show.
trying to be like an artist, but he was really just, you know, couch surfing.
Okay, that's what it
Just,
was. So he was
um,
lazy.
yeah.
But in that show, like seeing him in the Acolyte is cool because you kind of see his range. That part's dope, and the fact that he's a villain in this show, and he plays kind of two characters. Because the first time you see him, he's kind of that bumbling, kind of he knows nothing, he's not important type of character. But he was just like most of the time what the Sith do, he's kind of hiding in plain sight. And that's what he's doing here. So he's the main villain. They show that in episode 5. That was a really cool episode. A lot of still very dumb decisions and character moments, but the action was great. And then episode 6 starts. And it's like it reverted back to the slow moments that you don't care about and the characters you don't care about from the other 4 episodes prior to episode 5. It was so slow, so boring. It's cool seeing Kamir try to turn Osha, who is the good twin. There's Osha and May. May is the twin or the sister that was following Kamir, and she's the one that's been going around killing these Jedi. And then Osha's the good one who was a Jedi before, but eventually we find out that she was kind of more or less kicked out of the Jedi Order because she failed something, like a mission or something. All she says is she failed, so you don't know what it is yet. They keep trying to hold you on these little strings of like story beats and plot points that they'll answer later on, but you just don't really care about it because the characters aren't that interesting. So that part's unfortunate, but the Kamir stuff is cool, and the stuff with Soul, who was Osha's master when she was a Jedi Padawan. Everything with him is pretty great too, even though he makes some weird decisions in this episode too. He's very much in his emotions, which normally as a Jedi, you shouldn't be in tune with your emotions necessarily. You should just be in tune with the Force. And the dark side takes more of the, emotional angle, anger, fear, all that kind of stuff, desire. They go that route. And so Kamir's conversations with Osha about those things in this episode, that was kind of cool. It's just that the episode's so slow and boring and nothing in the end really happens. That when it ended, I was like, why do they keep doing this? Just make it a 7-episode series. Take whatever you're about to do in episode 7 and put that in this episode. And maybe whatever you're going to do in episode 8, put that in here too. It's it's very, 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 very weird. Did you like the Obi-Wan show? That's the only post-sequel Star Wars media I've seen. Aspects of that one were fine, but there was a lot of like silly moments in that one. And it's a little bit longer than it needed to be. But the Darth Vader stuff was dope. I just don't like how they were trying to change things, but still have it fit in the overall, like Skywalker saga type stuff. It was a little, they were reaching a little bit for a couple of things. Have you seen or are you going to see Day One? No, I was supposed to see it this weekend. So I still need to see it. I do still need to see it. I've heard mixed things though. Some people say it's really good. Some people say it's okay. Some people say it's better than the original 2 movies. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I do need to check that out. Yeah, being emotional seems non-Jedi like. Yeah, I mean that's like all they talk about. You know that Soul, the one who was being emotional and just really in tune with his emotions, mainly anger. There's something about him that's off, and even the Jedi that went and took Osha away to be a Padawan. There's something that they did that it hasn't been revealed yet, but you assume maybe they killed her family or something. Because there's another Jedi that May was going to murder, and he ended up taking this like poison and killing himself and saying like, I'm sorry or something to May. So they did something that hasn't been revealed. If the episodes kind of moved along a little bit more, like a little bit better in the pacing and just also the overall storytelling with how you connect to these characters, it probably would be more interesting. There's little bits and pieces where I'm like, I do latch on for a minute. I'm like, ooh, this could be cool. Let's see where they go with it. But then they just kind of drop the ball, and there's just so many things that are causing the episode to be longer than it needs to be. And it's like, you could just take all this out and bring some stuff from the next episode in. So that way it kind of keeps us engaged with what's going on. What's up, King Ace? How's it going? So I mean, the episode ends with Osha, who again is the good one, kind of being teased by the dark side. So that part is kind of cool to see. And she puts on Kamir's helmet, which is made of, I believe it's Cortosis, which is this metal that can pretty much temporarily disable lightsabers, which is pretty cool. In episode 5, he uses it a lot and it's really dope. But the episode ends with her putting on this helmet and then just kind of breathing in it. And then she kind of, it almost seems like she gets calm as she has it on because it helps you to like get more in tune with the force. You can barely see. Kind of like when Luke Skywalker was practicing the lightsaber with that big helmet and the shader over his eyes because he's trying to get more in tune with the force to see where the little, whatever that thing was, little pod ball thing he was going to shoot so he could deflect it. So apparently she's going to get more in tune back with the force and she'll probably have her force powers in the next episode. And there's probably going to be a big fight between her and May or her and Soul, to be honest. That's kind of where I see it going. But this is, they're originally talking about making this like multiple seasons. I don't know if that should be the case because it's like, ugh. So far, it's just been very boring, and it's not boring or slow in a world building kind of way because we already know where we're at. We know what's going on. We know the time frame mostly, even though they've made some odd story decisions there. But yeah, this episode was like a step, really 4 steps backwards from episode 5. I was expecting them to kind of keep things going, not action wise, but keep the pace going with the story, keep us engaged, and it definitely did not do that. Definitely did not do that. Yeah, Caleb, actually, Chris asked earlier. No, I haven't seen day 1 yet. I was supposed to watch it this weekend. Didn't get a chance to get out and do that. So yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm hearing mixed things on it. Mostly good, but I'm hearing somewhere it's kind of like, eh. But mostly I'm hearing that it's really good. Some even saying that it's better than the other 2. That sounds promising to me. So I am looking forward to seeing it. I like Lupita Nyong'o. I like her, even though I heard her character is like sick in this movie, which I was like, oh. And then what's the guy? Dude who played Eddie in Stranger Things, and also was about to be Human Torch in Fantastic Four. Why can't I think of his name? Something with a J, right? Can't remember. I like him though. I think he's good. I feel like he doesn't live though. Just something about the trailers. I feel like he doesn't last the whole movie. Seeing Djimon Hounsou in there, like it lets you know, obviously we knew he lasted from day 1 because he shows up in A Quiet Place Part 2. So obviously, but kind of cool to see what he does in there. I'm excited for it. Let's see. What did I miss? Other than Mando, I can't get through anything new. Mandalorian kind of set the bar, to be honest. Season 3, not that much. It was okay. I didn't really care for season 3. I haven't watched Ahsoka yet. I'm watching this now. I'm going to watch Ahsoka next. Obi-Wan was okay. Not great. Andor is the best thing so far. I'd even put that above Mandalorian, to be honest. Andor was, for me, that was amazing. Like, that's what I wanted Star Wars to be like as I grow up. Like I want Star Wars to grow up with me. I feel like there's aspects of Star Wars that can do that. But this one was great considering there was really no lightsabers, no lightsaber fights, no Jedi, none of that kind of stuff from what I can remember. That one was one of the best shows. So yeah. Just watched it today. It was really good. Nice. We need to bring back the dead meat reactions. You're correct. And it's funny, I still haven't finished Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park ones. I really fell off. Just got back to Epic NPC, man. So we're doing that again. Key and Peele we got in there. So obviously I gotta bring the dead meat stuff back. So I'm gonna get that back in rotation. Really, to be honest, I just need to finish the Jurassic Park ones because it's been forever. So we'll do that. Were you planning to do the Beverly Hills Cop Honest trailer? I doubt Ryan will do a pitch meeting, but never say never. This is true. Sometimes it just happens late. So I need disclaimer because I watched the trailer for Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, which the name is weird. When I was doing some reactions or for trailers and movie stuff on the Mike Vaughn channel, this was months and months and months ago. And I talked on there about how I actually haven't seen a whole Beverly Hills Cop movie all the way through. Let alone, like, I think I've watched some of 1, didn't finish it, and I haven't seen anything from 2 or 3. So, but they're on Netflix now. I think 1 and 2 are on Netflix, and then 3 is on Paramount Plus, and I just got that back. So I'm gonna watch those. and then I'll check the honest trailer because I need to like fully know what I'm in for there. I don't. It feels weird. I know about the movies. I know about the character. One, he's from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. It's just so I get that part. Uh, but I've never actually watched the movies, any of them. Well, now again, I watched some of the first one, but this was so long ago, so I don't remember anything. So I need to watch those first. Then I'll watch the honest trailer for the first movie. Because I want to watch those. I want to watch them in order now, since the fourth one's out now. I want to watch 1 through 4, kind of get that out the way. Maybe that'll be my holiday tomorrow. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of get him in. That should be fun. Yeah, just give me some cool space stuff and dope lightsaber fights. Simple, man. I think the dope space stuff, I'm with you there. Yes. The lightsaber fights, yes. Also, I love them when they're there, but I don't need them every time. I think, one, I just want good, characters and good story. That's why I liked Andor, because it had none of the lightsaber stuff, but the story was great, and you felt like the world building was continuing to be expanded on. And so that part I really enjoyed. I thought that Acolyte would be doing that, because the Acolyte, we're seeing a lot more, a lot of other planets that we've never seen before. So we're in different areas of the galaxy, which is, I think that's great. But it all just looks like stuff we've seen. Like there's a planet called Kofar where this one Wookiee Jedi goes to, which we never see the Wookiee Jedi fight. Missed opportunity, horrible decision. Uh, but it looks just like Kashyyyk was a planet that we see in the Revenge of the Sith where Wookiees like lived, and it looks just like that. So like, there's a lot of things we're seeing in here that just look like rehashed versions of old stuff we've seen before. I wish that it was more. Oh, this is brand new. This is something we've never seen. It's like it's actually new. That hasn't really happened yet. But I feel like Andor did a lot of that, which I really enjoyed. I can't think if you know the memes, you may get a kick out of it. But yes, watch Beverly Hills Cop. Okay. Yes, I will watch Beverly Hills Cop. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That might be my whole day. We're gonna do it. I'm getting the thumbs up from the wife, so now that let's see I can do it. um, this would be a good segue, kind of into my next, as far as the greats question here. Do you watch any sports? I'll answer this and I'll go into my next quick little segment. Um, because the person I want to talk about, they had like a whole thing they were doing with NBA 2K, and they had their own character in there. They were also connected to the San Francisco 49ers. If you kind of hear those things, you might know exactly who I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. But yeah, no, I watch sports. I watch more football than anything now. The older I get, I watch more football, which I feel like I'm definitely turning into my dad now, because that's really what he watched. We watched everything: basketball, football, not really baseball. I was getting into that for a minute, but I fell off from that. But I watch live football games. Basketball, I will only watch YouTube clips of like when they score or like big plays or highlights, because watching an actual basketball game now is so boring. I played in high school, messed around with it in college, didn't really play in college, but like basketball was my sport. Uh, Now watching games is so boring. So boring. And it's weird because football's slower. But I feel like they're playing every week. Like every week they're coming out to play. Where with basketball, there's so many games, and then you got stars that just, I feel like players don't really care about the game as much anymore. It's more about the money. But yeah, football is my go-to sport. Detroit Lions fan. This is where it is. I did stray away once back in like fifth grade, where I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan because I like their jerseys, and I always pick them when I would play Madden. But no, I am a I am overall a Detroit Lions fan. It's been nice seeing how they're actually doing a lot better now, which is cool. We'll see if it sticks or if it continues. I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Jared Goff did some good things for us that I did not expect, so I was good with that. Um, St. Brown is an awesome receiver, so like I like the pieces we've got. Like I think we made some good offseason decisions too. So yeah, football is my thing. Baseball I like around uh playoffs, playoff time. Same thing with hockey. Playoff hockey is amazing to watch. I am not really into what people want to say is football, but for me it's soccer. Not into soccer. We've gone to one soccer game. It was like a Las Vegas FC game. it was pretty cool. That was cool. Like I would go to games just for the ambiance and the feel of the game and the people. But soccer itself is just it's not really our thing. Uh, Baseball now is more exciting than college football, in my opinion. NFL is still king though. Really, I feel like I feel I feel like uh, college football is still like super hype, more hype than NFL in a lot of scenarios. I don't know. But I do feel like it's really it's really hype. I've actually never been. I've been to one football college game. No, two. One at Western Michigan. The one that was in Detroit at Ford Field for it was for like a battle of the bands, but there was a football game. So it was like two HBCUs that went and played, and that was actually pretty cool too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you like the prequel trilogy? It's starting to get the love it deserves, but I know there's still people who don't like it. Uh, I liked a lot of aspects of it. Revenge of the Sith was my favorite. Um, I do feel like, and I think I talked about this before. I feel like these new shows are well, one the sequel trilogy was focused still so much more on the Skywalkers. So I was like, let's walk away from that. Last Jedi tried to, and then people hated that. Um, I still mostly like the Last Jedi, even though it's just a rehash of Empire Strikes Back in a lot of moments. But the prequels, I think I just wish the shows didn't focus so much on like trying to make you love the prequels. That's the only thing that I don't like about these new shows. It's like outside of um, Obi Wan, which obviously didn't really do that. Um, but a lot of these shows, it feels like they're trying to make you love the prequels, which I'm like, okay. I like a lot of aspects of them for sure, but not my favorite. No, not my favorite. I do like that we're getting more Hayden Christensen as Anakin. That's cool. Like that's cool. That was the coolest parts in Obi Wan, and I'm hearing that it's pretty cool in Ahsoka too. I already kind of spoiled that for myself. I haven't watched it, but I heard about it, so I am looking forward to watching that. Let's see. We getting on voice chat in 9 minutes. Voice chat. What's happening in 9 minutes? Voice chat. I no. Yes. No. I don't know. What's happening? Voice chat.
I don't know what that is.
You talking about someone on Discord? I don't know. I haven't set anything up yet. Ow. But the main reason I was kind of bringing that up is because if I don't know if you guys know who this is or if you watch him, he was my favorite streamer. Uh, like there's times maybe if I could, I'd watch some old stuff. I haven't checked his channel since all these issues came out. But Doctor Disrespect, if you know who it is, you know, put a one in the chat or something. I don't know. If you don't, put a two. Uh, Doctor Disrespect, he was messaging a minor on like this some Twitch like kind of ghost messaging type thing where it's something that only you and the other party can see apparently. Um, and clearly that's not the case because Twitch can see it. But that's how all this got caught up. But yeah, it's I really enjoy him as a streamer because he's like he's playing that persona. He definitely got draked. Yeah, absolutely. He's playing that persona. He's hilarious. He's funny. I always enjoyed it. Like I had fun with it. And just the way he goes about his stream like is amazing. Like nobody else is really doing that, in comparison. Um, and so he was kind of like a one of a kind type scenario. And I was like, man, like this guy is dope. I try to watch all his streams. My son Bishop, my middle, he would try to see if he could catch me not watching a Doctor Disrespect live stream when he was live. He'd be like, hey, Doctor Disrespect is live. Are you watching him? I'm like, yeah, I watched him earlier. Like I don't like the game he's playing, so I'm not watching the rest of his stream. But but normally every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was catching it. I was in. Even the ones that were like kind of like on off days. So I saw a post that somebody put the other day, and it was kind of like a Remember the good old days, already. It's only been like, what, 4 or 5 days since this happened. I remember the good old days. And I kind of was like, oh man, like this really does suck. Because I don't watch a lot of streamers. There's a few people I watch. And if I do watch them, it's because they're playing Call of Duty because I like that game. Um, but yeah, this one was rough. But it's one of those things where it's like, bro, you don't message minors for one. Like you don't mess with kids. So that alone is gonna get you canceled just right out the gate. And it's so like it was an easy decision, obviously, to be like, yeah, I'm done. That's it. Can't watch him anymore. Uh, and considering he's had other issues in the past too, it's like not necessarily with minors, but just like being faithful to his wife and stuff. And it was like one other thing that happened. After a while, it's like, okay, bro, you gotta chill out. Like, just there's some things you gotta focus on. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy, a little bit crazy, a little bit let down, a little bit disappointing. But there'll be somebody else who who kind of rise up the ranks and becomes a fun streamer to watch. I'm sure I'll find them pretty soon. So it is what it is. Let's see. WWE will always be the king of sports entertainment. If you tell my son that, yeah, my son, and he is in it. He's in it like I was when I was his age and kind of going into high school. So he's kind of getting me back into it now. He's spoiled though, very spoiled. I tell him all the time, "You're spoiled. You're watching." We have Peacock, so he's watching all the events. Money in the Bank is this Saturday. We watch WrestleMania every year now. I didn't get to watch none of that when I was a kid because it cost like $60-$70 back then when it was just pay per view. Like $50, I guess, 59. I can't remember. So everything was pay per view back then, so you couldn't watch it. Well, I mean, you could if you paid for it. My parents weren't doing that. He gets to watch it all the time now. So I'm like, bro, you are so spoiled. You have no clue. You have no idea. But yeah, no, it's still fun to watch. Excuse me. Who's your choice to play Batman in the new DC? I don't know. I don't know. Not Alan Richardson. I don't think he's a good enough actor for it. He's good in Reacher, but for like Batman, I don't think I want to see that. Plus, I don't want to see like a huge guy playing Batman. I know Batman the animated series, like he's this big guy, more or less. Uh, but they created him in a way where it's like he could still kind of be with the crowd and not look like, oh, hey, that's got to be Batman because clearly no one else in here looks like this guy, and this guy looks the same build as Batman. Yeah, not Alan Richardson, not old dude from that played Soldier Boy in The Boys, and he played that brother on that CW show. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I'm trying to think. The show went for like 18, 19, 20, 21 seasons. It's like super long. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't think he could play him really. He voices him sometimes in some animated movies, so that's cool. But I don't know. I kind of want somebody new, to be honest. Like somebody like brand new. Kind of like what they do sometimes, or what they've done with Superman. They get these relatively unknown actors to play Superman. Do the same thing with Batman this time. I'm fine with that because I think it's kind of the way to go. Jensen Ackles, thank you. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. Could he do it? Probably. Now, yes. He's older. He's a little bit more grizzled. Yeah, he could do it now, but I'm good. The one that I was hoping for back in the day, this is before Ben Affleck took it, was Josh Brolin. When Josh Brolin was originally going to take it to be in Batman v Superman, I was hype. But his ex-wife was playing Superman's mom, and I know he didn't. I guess they have a bad relationship, so that wasn't gonna happen. No more regular Batman, Flashpoint, or Beyond. I'd be cool with that. I would be cool if yeah, I'd be fine with that. Scott Atkins, he is due for like a change up in his career because he's doing a lot of like direct to DVD or direct to Blu-ray type stuff. Uh, I think what's the one Accident Man 2? I actually know a lady that acted in performed in that one, which I was like, that's dope. But I feel like he could be doing so much more. I'm like, he must have screwed somebody over one day, and it's haunting him. I don't know. So I still don't get how it stayed under wraps for like 4 years, but I wasn't paying much attention. Wait, Chris, wait, I got lost. What is what's that in reference to? You talking about WWE or something else? Help me. Help me. Live action Batman Beyond would be pretty dope. There was like a little concept about it. Some guys were trying to do it like well, it wasn't gonna be live action. It was going to be animated like Into the Spider-Verse. And it looked dope. So I was like, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't we do that? Let me see if I can find it. Do 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 do. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I think. Let's see. Anybody else seen this? Let's see. Let's see if it acts right. Let me know if you can hear this. Look at this. Like, why not? Why not? Like, seriously. It really does call for it too with the futuristic like aesthetic of it. I don't see why you wouldn't go for that. Yeah, you hear it. Awesome. Amanda, hello. What's up? Yeah, Daniel, I'm actually, yeah, we're gonna watch Money in the Bank on Saturday. Um, I keep asking my son, like, hey, what time is it at? When's it at? What are we doing? So we're gonna watch it. Anytime they have an event now, we're watching it. Every time, literally. So that's pretty much where we're at now with those. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, Amanda, I'm just glad that you got a notification because sometimes that's not happening. That's the part that's been frustrating. I noticed I have a lot of people coming to me like, "Oh man, I wish I would have known. I never got a notification. I didn't even see this. Didn't even see that you were doing this video, or I didn't see that you were live." It's insane. So I'm glad that you got the notification. Awesome. You're part of the Noti gang. If you're in right now, you're not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, guys, and select to get all notifications. So it helps the channel in a big way. So I'd appreciate it. Let me see what I've missed so far. Let's see. Oh, you answered that question. Perfect. Nice. Is it Tom's B from Portugal? Hug. Thanks for watching. That's awesome. What time is it there? Oh, the Dark Sun. Yeah, video games. Let me I don't even know what I'm looking forward to. Right now I'm just playing a lot of X Defiant. I'm trying to get back into Call of Duty because I haven't touched it since X Defiant came out. So yeah, that's I've just been playing X Defiant and then Helldivers 2. That's pretty much it. That's kind of it. No, we're not getting on Discord. I mean, like obviously we'll message on Discord, but I'm not doing anything live on Discord right now. King Ace. The Batman thing. This was like a Um, wait, why is that so wrong? What is going on with my YouTube? It was like a concept of Batman Beyond, but done in the style of the Spider Verse movies, Into the Spider Verse movies. So it was a concept, and it was pretty much pitched to Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers didn't want to do it. So that's kind of what was happening there, which is just a dumb decision. But you know, it's 1:49 a.m. Wow, you're a night owl, huh? I see it. Yes, I watched WrestleMania 40 with my son. We watched it. I thought it was cool. WrestleMania is always like fun. It was fun. Again, it's new for me because I never really watched them before. I've seen clips of them like after the fact, but I've never actually like watched them live. So watching them live is actually really really cool. Rando Mano, you see how some people are really trying to make James Gunn's DC fail. So desperate, it's sad. I will say this: I'm excited for the movie itself, Superman. Of what it is. Um, I don't like the suit though. I heard something about them possibly changing it, but I doubt it. Like they're still shooting, so obviously nothing's going to change about the suit unless he gets a new one with like during the movie or something. But I don't like the suit in the pictures. I'm waiting to see some stuff in action. That'll help me determine like how it actually looks and feels. But picture wise, I don't like it. That's just me. Oh, college football 25. Yeah, I don't play much like Madden, or I don't really play football games much anymore. They annoy me more than anything. I barely play any like NBA 2K nowadays either. So I've kind of gone away from those games a little bit. I'm more just on first person shooters and some adventure games here and there, mostly first person shooters. Right, Amanda? See? Yeah, see? It could be dope. Just that alone looked dope. So I'm like, why not? Why not do it? uh-uh. No, I am not. I haven't started watching The Boys yet. I haven't started watching House of the Dragon season 2 yet. And I mean The Boys season 4. Like I've watched all the other seasons, but season 4 I haven't started yet, and I haven't started watching House of the Dragon season 2. I need to start, so I'll get to those at some point. It was just too much at like at one time. Yeah, the Acolyte going, which I'm trying to just finish that, but that's I don't want to say it's hate watching, but I'm just watching it. Um, then you had The Boys hit, then you had House of the Dragon hit, and it was something else. I still need to watch the second half of Invincible season 2, so I'm just catching up on things. It's so much to keep track of, so you know how that goes. So glad WWE is back and better than ever. Yeah, I'll be honest. At one point, there, I was getting lost on things that were happening with WWE. I'm from the era where it was like mostly, at least when I was watching, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and guys like that. Like that was like the big rivalry that I loved because I love both those characters. So that's what it was for me. But then there was this season where it was just weird, and I was like, I don't like John Cena's time frame. I didn't really care for all that much. Him and The Rock going at it was cool, but like when John Cena was like the guy, that's when I wasn't watching. I was like, this seems kind of dumb, so I walked away from it. And now I'm back in because of my son. So it's all good. So weird how DC has such incompetence on one end and incompetence on the other. Yeah, their animated stuff is amazing, way better than anything Marvel's done. I mean, like MCU Marvel, like Into the Spider Verse is Sony. It's Marvel, but that's really Sony. That's their thing. They can hold on to that. But DC, as far as their animated stuff, top notch. Chef's kiss, because it's like they don't really mess with that kind of stuff. I haven't watched the newest one, which I think was a Crisis on Infinite Earths. Crisis on Infinite Earths. I haven't started that one yet. I think it was a part one and part two, so I gotta check those out. Yes, I am gonna see the new Beetlejuice movie when it comes out in September. Fun fact: I well, actually, I need to finish it because I fell asleep. But we, I just watched the first one for the first time this year. What was that? Last month?
It was a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago? No, it was like 3 weeks ago. Um, yeah, it was at least 3 weeks.
Were you watching with me and the boys?
Yeah, it was you and the boys, and even Miracles in
That
there.
was like 2 weeks ago.
That was not 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That definitely wasn't 2 weeks ago.
How do we search our
It's
history?
at least
on-
3 weeks. How do you search history on, what was it, Amazon? I think it was Amazon Prime.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was.
No, I just watched it for the first time. So, what I watched was great. I actually really did enjoy it. Michael Keaton he's dope in that. So that part I like. And I like how it looks like they're kind of feeding into the style and nature of the original in this new one. But I gotta finish it because there was some parts that I did miss because I fell asleep. It was late. It was late. I was tired. So yeah, the end of the decade for WWE was so bad. It's kind of shocking. They're actually making really good content and storytelling now. Yeah, and they're like going long with it. Like I feel like they're going like years with some of these story beats, which is insane. And then they're paying them off in like WrestleMania or some other big, event, which I think that's cool. So I've been kind of getting back more into it. You gotta have more cowbell. Yes, I agree. DC needs more cowbell. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Yeah, I'm with that one. Excited for Daredevil? Yeah, it's gonna be a cool show. I think. I liked them in She-Hulk. I mean, sort of like their version. It's not the Netflix version, but it sounds like they're kind of moving back towards the Netflix version. So I'm cool with that too. What? You never watched the first Beetlejuice movie? Have y'all seen Little Shop of Horrors or Clue? Yeah, seen those. Never watched Beetlejuice. I told my friend like it didn't make a lot of sense. We growing up, we watched a lot of horror type movies, but mostly sci-fi, like mostly sci-fi horror. We didn't watch a lot of like what could be considered demonic horror or like things that talk about hell and all that kind of stuff or ghost type stuff, which Beetlejuice kind of is in the realm of. So like we growing up, I never watched the Nightmare Before Christmas. Didn't watch that growing up. I watched that very late in life for me. And Beetlejuice was kind of part of that, which again it didn't make sense. We were growing up watching Alien and The Thing, like crazy stuff, but we couldn't watch stuff that was like in the more kind of demonic era or area or like ghosts stuff. Like yeah, it was weird, It's kind of how it goes. But Little Shop of Horrors we did watch. I missed some Tim Burton classics. I sure did. I sure did. Yeah, straight up. Wait, a big storyline for the main event of WrestleMania 40 started all the way back in 2012. That's how long ago that was? Jeez. It's insane. That's insane. Wait, hold on. If you haven't slapped the like button yet, I'm reading this. This isn't me saying this, but I do agree with it. If you haven't slapped the like button yet, this is Steve O pudding. You actually love She-Hulk, and you think that the Marvels needs to have a part 2, and you think Ezra Miller is an Oscar potential. Is he? You're saying they think he's Oscar potential for the Flash? Because then that's bad. He's done some other things that are like maybe not Oscar worthy, but good. Yeah, She-Hulk. Ugh. Marvels. Second watch, not that good. First watch, I was like, oh, I could roll with it, and I was like, no, it's kind of it's a little bit lame. Favorite horror movie? Oh yeah, everybody put your favorite horror movie in the chat. Mine might be. Hmm. Hmm. I would almost say Aliens, but that's more. That's almost more of like a action horror. Action horror. So I don't really include that. Alien is really great. The Thing is amazing. That might be my number one, to be honest. I thought the remake was actually pretty well done. Not at the caliber of the original, but yeah, Uh, there's one that I really love that's on Netflix, I believe, called As Above, So Below. I love that movie. That one was great. Midsommar is really good. My wife was like, "Oh my goodness." It's long, but that one, oh, I love that movie. Hereditary was good, but I like Midsommar more in comparison. Um, I like found footage horror. Like I love found footage horror. One that we watched recently was Hell House LLC, but it was like the one before the first movie. It's like which is like I think this movie was like the fourth one in the series, but it's before the very no, it's after no, maybe it was after. Ah, it's one where these two ladies go to the house of the people that like owned that hotel that burned down, and they're having some stuff happen there. Um, yeah, so there was that. But no, Hell House is cool. Oh, Amanda, look at that. See? Haha. Yeah, Hell House LLC is pretty dope. I like found footage horror. Uh, there's one that I watched called The Outwaters. Don't watch that. If you ever see it or you see it pop up somewhere, don't spend your time watching that. It was weird and not in a good way. So I didn't care for that one. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I haven't watched that yet. Is that on Netflix? Because I have not seen it. Mm, haven't watched Shogun as far as the FX series. Haven't watched that. Scream doesn't really do anything for me. Uh, when it first came out, like the first Scream, it was like a cultural phenomenon type thing. So it was cool, but like slashers don't really do anything for me. Like Halloween, even I mean Nightmare on Elm Street to a degree because like there's a supernatural element to that, so I like that the original ones. But slashers don't really do much for me, so it doesn't. I don't really care for it all that much. Steve O with the 10 gifted memberships. I was about to say subs. It's not subs really here. People are already subbed, hopefully. Steve O with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. He always coming through. Always coming through in the clutch. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love seeing all the names pop up that are getting it, which is really cool. Make sure you thank Steve O, okay? Make sure you thank him, guys, because he's hooking y'all up. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Not the cave movies. You're not in the cave movies? As above, so below. Or what's the other one? The wait, is it called the cave? Or what's that one? The one that had the weird no, it's not the cave. Let's see, let's do this. Cave horror. Because there's oh I guess no, the descent. That's it. Yeah. The descent. That was a good one. That was one I was not expecting. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen that one, but I like it when it's like the reason I love As Above, So Below is because it it includes like that claustrophobic feel of being like in the catacombs with like this demonic element that the characters are trying to like get away from, and they can't get away from it. But it's like it was their own fault because you decided to climb down there. So yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, the descent is pretty good. Nice. Yes. Yes. Love all the Steve O love. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. We were just talking about Jeepers Creepers. That one is. I was telling my kids like you'll watch it one day, not anytime soon, but one day you'll watch it because that one will screw you up. The first one, not the second one. The first one, definitely not the third one. Holy God, I didn't even watch the third one, but
Yeah, I'm still messed up from Jeepers Creepers.
yeah, that first one,
I messed up from Jeepers Creepers and The Hills Have Eyes. I'll
this,
never be the same.
The Hills Have Eyes is a good one too. You know what? Now that I think about it, The Fly, with Jeff Goldblum. That one, that's one that messed me up because I watched that as a kid, and that one really got me. Like that's some of the best body horror.
Oh, seeing all his parts coming off,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
putting them in jars.
Put in jars and he was like throwing up
Yuck.
on stuff and to eat things. Like, ugh, I love. Yeah, I love that one.
I've never wanted to watch it since that first time I've seen it.
I'll watch clips nowadays. I haven't like watched like the whole thing in a while, but I'll watch clips. When clips they'll just pop up on my timeline on YouTube sometimes, and I'll check it out. But The Fly, yeah. Even The Fly 2, the sequel, not as good, anywhere near as good, but still some good body horror in that one. They went a little too far.
There was a sequel?
Yeah, it's his son. It's their son. And he does some additional experiments on himself, but he also had something already kind of like in him or something. I can't
I don't
remember.
really need to know more.
It was all right. I liked it. I liked how he's the fly, like his full version of fly of a fly longer in that movie. And there's more action, so it's kind of cool. Yeah. You need to get a Batman canvas for that wall back there. Next birthday gift idea. Yeah, I got the one for Father's Day, which I love. But yeah, I gotta get some more. I don't know if it's gonna be Batman though. I feel like it should be some other stuff. One more Batman one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A Superman would be nice.
Superman I think would be cool.
What do you think?
Maybe
Or
something
a
video game
Spider-Man?
related.
Oh, really?
Probably. I could see a Spider Man. I don't know. Well, I was telling Miracle I could even like double up, like boom boom, or just that way. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
I think for now you could move this case over and have that to fill that space because in the camera it's just a
Yeah,
blank
it's just
wall.
empty. It is just empty.
Mike doesn't care about that kind of stuff, y'all.
I mean, it's not like a priority. It's happening. We'll get there. You know, it'll get there. It'll get there. Practical effects are the best. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Just feel when it feels like it's there in the room with you. Yeah, that's kind of what works for me. Oh, you got Steve? Oh, you have a Batman canvas. Yeah, you gotta post it so I can see. Paranormal Activity, I think started out well and then it just kind of overstayed its welcome. That's kind of how I see that one. Because the first one was great. Second one I remember being good too. Blair Witch Project was also like that was a cultural phenomenon scenario as well. Apparently they're trying to redo it or do a reboot or start it again. I don't know. I'm like, oh Lord. We're gonna see how that goes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Annabelle. I haven't watched any of those. I've watched obviously the Conjuring movies, but I haven't watched any of the Annabelle ones. I heard the second one was good, right? I just haven't watched any good horror lately because that have like done anything to me. I haven't. I have good dreams after watching horror, and I sleep like very well, like even better. Like I've been sleeping pretty good lately, but I sleep really good after watching a good horror movie. I am gonna check out Stop Motion on Shutter because I have a Shutter account. This movie called Stop Motion. I'm gonna check that out because I heard that was pretty good. I watched Late Night with the Devil, and that was it was good, but it wasn't as it didn't go the route I thought it was gonna go. I was expecting more. Yeah, Insidious was a good one. Insidious was definitely a good one. The first one. The third one's probably the worst one. I don't think I've watched the fourth one, but yeah, no, it's I do like that horror is getting its groove like lately. Like you're seeing some good stuff, and it's not just being relegated to January because that's the month that movies go to die. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of excited for what's coming up next with that. Smile 2, I think could be good. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I feel like that could be good. This first one was decent. It was a little bit too long, but the sequel I think could be good. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. We'll see. We will see. All right, let's check out. What is this? What? Oh Lord. I did see a question earlier about Tyrone Magnus. Like my thoughts on Tyrone Magnus. What did it say? I'm pretty sure I missed it. I think it was before. Nope, I guess it wasn't. It was after. Where did it go? Can you find that for me?
Yes.
I saw it and then a bunch of other comments came through and kind of pushed it. So I was like, oh shoot, it was there.
Rando Nano says, "What do you think of Tyrone Magnus? I think he was a decent reactor at first until he became such new nuisance.
A
Until
nuisance?
he well yeah a nuisance.
A nuisance?
Until he became a nuisance. I guess he feels like
Explain.
Rando. Let us know if you're still here. Let us know what you mean. But still, like, tell him what you think of Tyrone. Um,
I've been watching Tyrone Magnus for years. Like, sheesh. It's at least since we were in Vegas for sure. I don't know if I say I was an early watcher or whatever, but like I've been watching Tyrone Magnus for a long time. I like it. I mean, has he changed anything about what he does? No, but he's consistent, so I'm gonna give him that. But uh, I don't always agree with his thoughts or reviews on like movies, TV shows for sure. Movies, I don't always agree with his thoughts, and that's fine. Like for me, like that's perfectly fine. Um, he has kind of gone more the route of like critical drinker, nerdrotic, as far as like certain views. Which I mean, most of the views I do agree with, but he's kind of put himself in this like kind of camp where it's like there's nowhere else to go. That's kind of why I feel in certain scenarios, um, but no, I think it's good. Sometimes there's a lot of times, and I'll be honest, I feel this way a lot uh when I react to some stuff. Sometimes I'll react to something, I'll give my thoughts, and I'll think like, did I really like do anything? I mean, I put my thoughts out there, but was it worth it, or does anybody else feel the same? Sometimes I don't know. Um, and then there's times where I watch his stuff, I feel the same way. I'm like, did he really even do anything, or did he even really say anything? Maybe he didn't. Maybe it just didn't resonate with me. Who knows? But no, I still enjoy watching the stuff. It's just sometimes when it comes to the reviews, I'll check them out. Sometimes I won't because I'm just like, I'll check someone else's views on this movie or this TV show. But for the most part, yeah, I still rock with Tyrone. I still like it. I still love his channel. I enjoy what he does overall. I think he's dope. I think he's dope.
did he say something? Here, let me pull it up because that was a weird. Did he say
What's up
anything?
with Tyrone?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm trying to see. Like,
I'm like, how did he become a nuisance? I don't know.
did something happen?
I don't know. Yeah, Chris and me are like we're here. Like, yeah, his reactions are better than his reviews. That's pretty much what it is. Um, that's really what it is. But every now and then he'll talk about something. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Like when he's been talking about the acolyte, like we're pretty much the same there. I watch more Jeremy Johns for reviews though. Jeremy Johns, that's my guy. Like I've been watching him for years as well. Um, Dan Murrow, I've been watching him for a while. And so yeah, like I have my go tos for the most part. But a lot of times I try not to watch certain things before I've watched it, just because I don't want it to influence like kind of how I'm going to go into a movie or a TV show. Like there's that aspect too. So sometimes I'll see a lot of different things in my thread, like oh this or whatever. I'll see some nerdrotic stuff, just going ham on Disney and this new acolyte show. I'll see some critical drinker stuff. I'm like, let me just kind of stay away from it for a minute until I watch it and just get my thoughts and process what I'm thinking or what I just watched, and then let me get my thoughts out there. Then I'll watch their stuff, which kind of happened with the Acolyte. I did my quick review on episode 3, and then I watched his video on it. I was like, oh, like literally like a minute, 2 minutes in, he literally said some of the same things I was saying in my video, and I was like, okay, cool. It's cool to see someone else is thinking the same thing and voicing the same opinion in their own way. But it was kind of cool.
Hmm. Do you think maybe he's referring to like because Tyrone also reacts to like things that are happening in the world and gives his opinions on those things. But I mean, I don't see. I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, for the most part, I feel like he does still keep it entertainment, like to the entertainment field for the
Yeah,
most part. There
mostly.
are times he will go into political stuff, And that I'm like, I ain't trying to mess with none of that. That's me personally. Sometimes there are scenarios where I do feel like, it is like a jumping on the trend kind of thing for certain
Yeah.
videos he does, which I'm like, no shade on that. Like it's just what he wants to do. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I think it's gone, so he hasn't responded to it.
Probably. But yeah, that's I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of is if he's focusing too much on kind of like one side of an issue. For me, it's like okay, hey, 1, 2 videos, cool. Let's move on to something else. Unless your channel was like dedicated to that kind of stuff, then okay, yeah, that's what people expect. But
But
I don't know.
98% of his content is like entertainment. So
Yeah,
like if the 2% bothers you,
yeah,
you're okay.
it's like it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You'll be fine. I don't know. uh. Let me see. Disagreements are what drive the world to be better. That's right. We can't all agree on the same thing.
I feel like I need a mic.
I think I do too. Yeah, a little bit. See what we can do. Uh, Here, I'll put the other camera on you right now. I said no, don't do it. Uh, yeah, Jeremy Johns is definitely that guy. Like Jeremy Johns is dope. I love all his stuff, and he hasn't steered me wrong yet. Like IGN, I still watch IGN stuff. But there's times they're talking about certain things. I'm like, okay, they were way off. Jeremy Johns, I don't think I've watched anything yet where like, excuse me, I don't think I've watched anything yet where he was off in his critique of something. We almost always have the same viewpoint on different things, whether it's a show or a movie. So I definitely like to get his opinion, especially if it's something maybe I know I'm never gonna watch. I'll watch Jeremy Johns give a review. So I do enjoy that too. Um, yeah, reminds me of how the new camera. Oh yeah. The new camera, it's actually good. I gotta do an actual like full review still, but I have it like right here. If I were to look this way, I could I mean I could change it real quick because it is still just on me. It's not it wouldn't be on you at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just show you guys real quick, just so you have an idea of what it looks like. Um, but yeah, this is it. Boom. So this is like the next view we'll start to do pretty often. We'll kind of switch between the two. Um, but it's great. Cheaper option, cheaper than the one that I mainly use. It does not have the voice activation features because this one you can use your voice for certain things. Um, I could say a certain phrase to turn it on and off, and there's different things you can do with it. Both do still have the gesture control, so you can and they're both AI still. So this one's cheaper. It's about 180 bucks US. Um, where this one, the main one, is about 329 US. So yeah, so far it's great. I love it. I will start to get it in the rotation of the reaction videos and review videos, so you'll start to see some different angles for with that included. So yeah, it should be good. How do we get Disney back to real entertainment? Subject change, I know, but I truly miss old school Disney. I do too. Uh, I mean, I miss aspects of just old school entertainment. To be honest, there's just certain things where it's like everything's gotten so political and very message heavy. Which obviously everything's always had a message, but it's like they're not even like really trying to hide things anymore. It's just so uh, they're just really trying to put their mark on whatever the message is. I'm not even going with the whole agenda stuff that Critical talks about, which is always hilarious to me. Um, because they are doing that too. But but just the messages are not subtle in any way. And it's almost like it's just so out there where you don't even have to like really think about what you just watched. It's like, oh yeah, this is what it was. So that's why I like Christopher Nolan type movies. Like he still makes things in a way where it's like you walk away from it, you're thinking about it, you're kind of coming up with your own conclusions on things. I always enjoy that, and I feel like a lot of filmmakers are getting away from that in different ways, but every now and then you find one that's good. I think the part that Hollywood's struggling with though is just like what really is bringing people to the theater, because now people are being very picky and choosy because it's expensive for one. It's expensive, but when you do get something new and it doesn't do that well, then Hollywood's like, oh, I guess people do want sequels and just superhero movies, which that's not the case either. They just want good movies, good story, better trailers, better marketing to get people to go to a movie. Like, don't be lazy. So yeah, it is what it is. I saw the poll that we did uh, on the channel. So let me see how it did. Most people were like they were watching from home.
Yeah, it was like 60%.
60%. Okay, so then 40 are going to the movies. Yeah, so that's as I was watching, I was like, okay, yeah, this one's mostly yeah. Okay, so it was about 60% uh, watching from home, 33% going to the movies, 3% going to a friend or family member's place to watch some movies, and 4% don't watch movies at all. Some of those are liars. No, that was out of 1,000 votes too. So like pretty good number there. But yeah, most people want to watch from home, which is also insane because a Quiet Place Day One just came out this past weekend. It's going to be on streaming, well, on video on demand, the end of this month. Like what?
That's why people don't want to go to the theaters anymore because it's coming out so quick. You're like,
You got a movie coming out 3 weeks, roughly 3 weeks after it released in
what's
theaters.
the point of me spending all this money when I can just wait and my whole, everybody that want to watch it can watch it from home for what, like $20 as opposed.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah. If you spend
Yeah.
to rent it or buy it, it's $25. That that's way cheaper than taking a family, at least for us, a family of five, to the movies.
I mean, we wouldn't take our kids to see.
Well,
that,
no, I'm just saying,
but just in
period.
general,
Like we were doing a lot more around, uh, like when it was COVID time, and there were like movies that were coming out. When they did like Black Widow, and you had to pay $20, but you owned
Yeah.
it. Mulan, you paid $20, you owned it.
I still like that.
People were paying, and I'm surprised that didn't stick.
It's
but
better than nothing at
Yeah,
that time.
at that
Now
time
they
for
just
sure.
want Money.
At that time for sure. But it's like when stuff, but it's like nothing changed though, because you got stuff coming out in theaters, and then literally 3 to 4 weeks later, it's gonna be on streaming to buy or rent. In a lot of scenarios, I'm like, I might as well just wait.
Unless
It's
you
like,
get the free pre-screening, which
yeah,
Mike's supposed to be doing that video.
yeah, yes, I'm gonna be doing that video. Just kind of
How?
on the ways to do that. There's a lot with it, but I'll give the basics. But yeah, no, I'm gonna do a video on that just so you guys know.
Video on what? Can you say it for them?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm gonna be doing a video on ways to get free pre-screening tickets. So there will be a video on that, kind of like the steps to go about it, and like what different sites you can sign up on to get those. So yeah, so that video will be coming. I'll be doing that this month. It was supposed to be last month.
Mm-hmm.
It will be this month.
I mean, people could literally watch a free movie in theaters every single
Almost
week
every week.
if
Almost.
they wanted to.
Yeah.
By using
At least every other week,
the
because
text.
some of them are like contests. They don't do them where you could just log in and get them. Sometimes they're contests. So some months you might get like two, but for the most part, it's at least one a week almost, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be doing that this month. Should be nice. So be on the lookout. Let's see. Slow motion and visuals are more important than story and character development. Ryan George. Yeah, especially if it's up to Zack Snyder. Then yeah, that's definitely true. My goodness. Nice. Let's see. Oh wait, what? Oh, thanks, Amanda. Sometimes I do get in my own head and I'm like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But yeah, I need to get better with that. So I will. I will.
Did you read what Sivo said about you bring joy, my dude?
What was that? Oh, you bring joy, my dude. You're making people smile. Laughter is infectious. Early supporter and will continue to do so until you decide to hang it up. I love that. I love that. Thanks, bro. That's I mean, that's why I like doing this too. I mean, it's it's just cool to watch some funny stuff. You guys give me like really good suggestions on things to watch. I feel like we've been doing this a while now, where you guys know my style of humor and what I like to watch. So lately, I haven't been getting like bad suggestions. I got one the other day that was weird. I was like, why was this suggested for me to watch? I'm not. This is boring. But for the most part, you guys do a really good job of letting me know, like, hey, you might want to check this out. And I'll be like, oh, let me maybe try to add this into the rotation. So yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, it's getting hot in here. All right, let's try a reaction. Let's try a quick reaction. We'll do the one that I am behind on for Ryan. Maybe I'll make it if I'm able to catch all the Beverly Hills Cop movies tomorrow, then I'll watch the Honest trailer, but maybe we'll save that for next Tuesday. We'll do the Honest trailer for Beverly Hills Cop, the first movie. That'll be the plan there. Yeah, okay. We can do both of these, to be honest. Let's do both. Let's do both. When people say I'm not gonna lie, and then we'll do the '90s time traveler discovers Taylor Swift, because I haven't watched that either. I'm kind of surprised he's doing something on Taylor Swift now. I thought that would have been like around around Super Bowl time or or when her album came out. But he's doing it now. That's cool. Hopefully I can cool down. Jeez. I really do need like a desk fan or something like right there, right? Something that's not loud. Lightly put some air on me. I don't know. All right, here we go. And just so you can see, again, you see, like, there's no red bar. I haven't watched these. Sometimes I get questions from people. They're like, have you watched, do you watch these before you react to them? Like, that defeats the purpose to me. So, no, these are first time watches. Has it happened where I've reacted to something multiple times? Yes, because system issues. Sometimes I'll watch a video and I'll realize I wasn't recording the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So those are like really annoying moments when that does happen. So there are a couple of videos I've watched maybe like 3 times because of system issues. But but when it's Ryan George, it's funny no matter what. So I never get tired of it. Let's start with why don't we start with the '90s time traveler one? Because I want to hear what his like way of in like giving him some more information about his death, like how that's gonna go. I do want to try it. Oh, your family's such an inspiration. Oh. That's right. That's it. We try. That's it. That's what it's about. All right, let's do it. Oh. Live reaction. Get right into it. If there are any audio issues, you guys let me know. But it should be good. We just tested this earlier, so it should be fine.
He said do that first.
Wait, what?
He said check that audio first.
Check that audio. It worked earlier, right? All right, let's do it with this one. Let's just see real quick.
So you have a show for me? Yes, sir, I
Let me know if it
do.
needs
It's
to be
called
turned up as
Tiger
well.
King. Oh, changing the cat species so Disney can't sue us. That's smart. Hey, maybe Pumbaa could be a teacup pig.
Okay. Why did I forget that? Okay. Yay! Boom. All right. We're in this now.
Turn that up a little bit, just a little bit. Not you.
Wait, what?
Turn the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go there. All right. Let's try that. Let's see. Let me know.
So you have a show for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called Tiger King. Oh, changing the cat species so Disney can't.
How was that? I know it's behind. Let me know. Ah, yay. All right. I love it. You guys really help me out. You're always hooking me up, so I appreciate it. All right. We'll start with the Swifties. Start with that first, and then perfect. Thanks, Steve. We'll start with this one, and then we'll do the I'm not gonna lie for tonight. I think we'll be good. All right. Amber, what's up? Thank you. Awesome. It's just already so hot, but you know, it's just the way it goes in here. All right, here we go. Oh God. Did I tell you guys I found this background? I've been finding the backgrounds he's been using for some of his thumbnails and stuff lately. I've been very surprised. But I found this background. And now I can't find it. I found it, saved it, and then I switched some stuff over on my computer, and now I can't find it. So I got to try to search for it again. I don't know what I did. But yeah, who knows? Cool. Here we go.
It's the 90s.
It's the
The year
90s.
is 1997. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with our time-traveling reporter who's reporting live from the year 2024. Hi there, hello. So what's going on in 2024? A general and persistent feeling of dread. Okay, but like what else? What's popular in the future? A general and persistent feeling of dread. Okay, but like what about fun stuff? What are people into? Well, it seems like a lot of people are into Taylor Swift. Oh, that sounds like an amazing service. My current Taylor's very slow. Takes him weeks. That's not just how fast is this suit maker. No, Taylor Swift isn't a fast-working Taylor. She's actually a very popular musician. How big we talking? Not bigger than the Backstreet Boys. Oh yeah. Bigger than Hanson? Yes. Bigger than Puff Daddy. Oh, he goes by Diddy now, and he's not good. Puff Daddy is pretty good. Not as a human being, it turns out. Oh
That's
my
right.
God. Anyway,
No.
Taylor Swift has risen past all those 90s folks you mentioned. How many CDs we talking? Well, CD sales aren't a super relevant metric. Sets make a
CDs.
comeback? Absolutely not. Taylor is huge on streaming services. Streaming services, huh? Like companies that own porta potties? Is that really what you think I'm talking about? God, no wonder you die in
His
such a
face.
dumb way in 2004. Streaming services are companies that let you play any music you want. I mean,
dumb
we already
way.
have Columbia House CD Club in the 90s. I don't see how you can improve on that model. Well, these are internet-based, and for a monthly fee, you can listen to all of Taylor Swift's music, and other artists too, presumably. Wow. Yeah, and according to this smart rectangle, whenever she puts out a new album,
Smart
it
rectangle.
breaks the internet. You can do that? Apparently so, but it looks like they get it back up and running every time. Kind of thought the whole thing would be a lot less fragile in the future. Anyway, why is this lady so popular? Well, I haven't actually heard any of her stuff, but apparently she's a good storyteller and puts secret codes in her music and is very
Tell
relatable.
me.
What are some of the song
Is that
titles?
true?
The rectangle tells me that one of them is called Shake It Off. That is pretty relatable, assuming it's in reference to the last few seconds of peeing. I'm guessing it's not. Another one's just called Blank Space. They forgot to write a title for that one. Yeah, I guess they couldn't think of anything for that one. Then there's Bad Blood. Very relatable for sure. That's what my uncle died of. So yeah, another thing that really works in her favor is how intense her fans are. What do you mean? Well, they call
there's that.
themselves Swift Ties. And you're sure she's not a suit maker? Well, now I'm starting to doubt it. Maybe she's a singer and a tailor. The Swift Taylor, Taylor Swift. I mean, how could she
my
not be
God.
cashing in on that? Anyway, there seems to be some pretty intense
Swift Taylor.
parasocial relationship stuff going on. The intense Swift ties feel like they could be best friends with her.
Swift
Why would they
ties.
think that? Well, she did invite a bunch of them to her home. Oh, Lord. Yeah, and these people attack anyone that criticizes their queen. Check this out. I don't think Taylor...
Uh-oh. Hold on. Something happened. Where did we go? Turn back on. That was weird. Sorry, guys. I'm like, what is going on with my camera? Let's pull that back a little bit, and then we'll come right back. Hold on. Do. Let's come back to here. All right, that works. That was weird. That's never happened before. See? It's always something with the technical difficulties every time. Sheesh. All right, here we go.
pretty intense parasocial relationship stuff going on. The intense Swift ties feel like they could be best friends with her. Why would they think that? Well, she did invite a bunch of them to her home. Oh, Lord. Yeah, and these people attack anyone that
That was
criticizes
real?
their queen. Check this out. I don't think Taylor's that great. You see? What is going on? The smart rectangle is
Immediately.
notifying me of thousands of very personal insults being thrown my way on the internet. Wow, those ties are Swift. They're obsessed with her. Like, check out this news story that says that Taylor Swift wore a football jersey. And that's it? That's the story? Yeah, that's the story, because she's currently dating a football player, and she flew her private jet over 20,000 miles during the Super Bowl to see him. Well, that doesn't sound too good for the planet. Sounds
Yeah.
like that should be the news story. Well, it's not, okay? She wore a football jersey, and that's all we need to know. I will not be attacked again. It's just a lot of fun. flying, right?
That's it.
That's not that much. Her constant private jet
Oh
flights
my
only
God.
account for about 1,800 times the average person's carbon footprint, so it's not too crazy. Well, to be fair, I guess she's got to
Why?
travel all around and perform for all her fans / best friends. How much does a concert ticket cost for one of her shows anyway? Like $50? The average ticket price on her current tour is over $1,000. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, he's got a shirt. So that's what this is. Oh, hey, this shirt is for sale. It's the 90s. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know exactly what was going on with that with that whole situation of my camera. I apologize for that. But yeah, we're good. Oh, hey, this shirt is for sale. It's the 90s. That is dope. See, I like that he's got like more merch coming, because I know there's like a Super Easy Barely an Inconvenience shirt, and then there's another one out there, but this is actually kind of cool. I like the look too, and I'm a 90s baby, so I'm sorry, 80s baby. What am I talking about? I'm an 80s baby, but I was a 90s kid. That's what I meant to say. I was like, oh God, the 90s were great. They're fantastic. Is that paper towel? Is that paper towel under there?
It is.
I'd like to use that, please.
Have you told them about the silly air situation?
We
in the
talked
store?
about it like I think last week or a couple weeks ago.
You should like update for people who haven't.
Oh yeah, I guess I should, because Jesus Christ, is it hot in here. So
Open the door.
yeah, no, it helps. So the air vent in here doesn't work, and apparently we'd have to like feed into another duct and bring it over here. But that's a
It's not.
that's a owner issue. Like
Yeah,
not,
it
I'm not paying
So
for that.
like, there's hardly any air that comes because our house is a good size.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
this
only-
room is in the front of the house,
And the AC
so it gets a
unit
lot
is
of
in the
sun.
back.
Yeah, and the AC in the back, so it gets a lot of sun in this room. That's why I have the black light.
hardly any
Black
air
light.
seeps through
Blackout.
that vent.
Yeah, I have the blackout curtains. It's like, good Lord. Mike randomly bursts into flames in the stream. It's like, yo, it gets so hot in here, but it's only like later in the afternoon. During the day,
During the day,
it's
good.
fine. It's fine.
But it's the hottest around like 5, 6.
Yeah, that's when it gets a little
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, that was hilarious. I don't know much about Swifties and all that. I mean, I know the name, but I don't follow a lot of Taylor Swift stuff. The Shake It Off joke, I didn't know he was going to go that route. Like, I was thinking it in my head, but then him saying, if it's at the end of peeing, hilarious. I was like, what is, he's literally in my head. But did she really bring like fans to her home? Was that real? Was that really your house? Did that really happen? Because yeah, check on that, because I'm like, that actually happened. That seems kind of insane to me. But I'm not a Swiftie, so I'm not really into any celebrities like that to begin with, where it's like, oh, this needs to be a thing, and I need to follow every single thing you do, and I want to, I have to go see you and spend a crazy amount of money to see your shows. Like, I'm not
Yes, she did.
not there. 100% real, but not sure if it was her actual house. Okay, makes sense.
Oh, probably not. But it says that prior to the release of her 2014 album, 1989,
Mm-hmm.
she invited hundreds of her Swifties over to her house to eat cookies, hang out with her kittens, and listen to the unreleased album.
That's crazy. I mean, kind of cool. It's a cool like marketing tactic.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure it was, an Airbnb or something like that.
had to be.
Like that.
It's not her actual home. She's not dumb. He said, Mike's sweating like a sinner in church out here. What? Oh my God. A little later than you expected was because of recent discourse about her carbon footprint impact. Okay. So that's where that was coming from. Okay. So that with that coming out, now he's doing this video on that. Gotcha. It is insane. I mean, like, one, it shows how rich she is, that she could even fly her jet that much, because that's not cheap. But also how she's not really thinking about the world. I don't know. And she was at a lot of his games, Travis Kelce. It was so annoying. They were showing her, like, a play would happen and they would move the camera to her reaction to a play, not like a replay of the play. I'm like, can we stop showing her, please? This is really making this experience horrendous. Yeah, that was that though. Fun stuff though, as always. Fun stuff. I love this. It was also awesome just seeing like you guys is like, you know, laugh emojis like watch while you're watching with me. That was dope. And Hanson, yes, Hanson. What was it? Doo wop, shoo wop. I don't know which one was it. Bop top a doo wop, skibbity bop, top doobity doop bop, bibbity bop beep boop doop doop doop. That was yeah, it was bop. Bop. Bop.
Thank you.
Dop, dop, do. Yeah. Oh God, that was so funny. Oh my goodness. Hey, is it Edoris NZ? Is that from New Zealand? Hey, from New Zealand. Love your reaction videos. Glad you watch Viva La Dirt League. They're from New Zealand as well. Yes, they are. They're hilarious. I'm getting back in the swing of it. I kind of took a break for a while, not for any particular reason. It just kind of happened. Somebody asked that in the comments on the last video, but yeah. Oh, sorry, Amber. My bad. It was very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it was catchy. It was very catchy. Don't know any of their other songs, but that one, you know, there's that. They tried. Yeah, there we go. Yes, very catchy. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Kind of stuck in your head. All right, let's check out when people say,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's get in it. Why is it still showing this here when this is not the video? So weird. Because if I like it, it's not this. I already liked this one, but that's for that guy's video. I don't understand what's happening. YouTube's doing some weird stuff where it's like, it keeps changing the way my timeline looks and my experience on YouTube. Like it's changed 3 times in the last like 3 weeks. And I don't know why. It's weird. So I've been running into like little bugs here and there. I'm not in like a beta or anything. So I definitely don't want to do that. Not with YouTube. But yeah. 85 baby here. That's right. Same here. 85. Oh man. All right, cool. Let's check this one out. When people say, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get in it.
Wow, that was a pretty good movie. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he just gets right into it.
What do you mean? What's up? You said you're not gonna lie to me?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed that.
Okay. Thanks for not lying.
For sure.
What movie did you
I thought
watch?
Paul Giamatti was great.
Yeah, you know, initially I didn't know if I'd buy him as an 18-year-old stripper, but he totally sold that, if I'm being honest with you. Are you not usually honest with me?
What are you talking about?
I feel like that's twice in a row now that you imply that you're sometimes dishonest with me.
But no, it's not even like that, to tell you the truth.
What is wrong? In some sentences you clarify that you're not lying. That implies you're lying in the others.
Look, okay, let me be real for a second. For a second, okay, yeah, please, do that.
This is
God.
just how I talk, to be completely honest.
Okay, now you just spoke for about 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Which second of that was the one where you were being real with me?
Oh,
He's
You
just-
said let me be real for a second. Now, was that a lie?
No.
Which second then?
I mean, okay, if I had to choose, I guess the second is
like
the
literal.
real one.
So the part where you said that's just how you talk, that wasn't you being real. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, would completely negate the part where you said you're completely honest, you dishonest, paradoxical bastard.
Whoa, damn it. Look, truth be told.
Nope, don't say that.
Super
In
upset.
all honesty,
That neither.
truthfully,
That should be the
I'm
default.
not gonna sit here and lie to you.
I think you might.
No
The
word of a
default.
lie.
But sometimes, though.
Okay, full disclosure.
Implied secrecy. You have lost my trust, sir, if I'm being honest, which I always am.
All right, you know what? This feels extremely stupid to me. I can't lie. What? What? You can't lie? No. All right? I can't. My parents never taught me.
I didn't know that. I guess I've always felt that if I
What?
specify that I'm not gonna lie, people will just assume that I'm able to.
I'm so
soon.
sorry, man.
That's okay. Look, I'll tell you what.
What?
How about, to balance this out, I tell nothing but lies moving forward. Really?
God.
Hey, you're my best friend. Wait.
The freeze frame ending as well. Oh my! Oh no! No! What? Why? What? Yeah, I can't keep it on there. That's just no. Good lord. What? How did it turn? That was kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end there. Like he never learned to lie, so he says things to make people believe that he could lie if he wanted to. Nice little twist. But good lord, that photo has kind of scarred me. Just the thought did. I had that there first, like ugh, and then he actually shows you, show and tell. You know, what was the one who was like telling's better than showing? Was that? Which movie was that? Remind me if you remember which pitch meeting was that, because that was so gross. Wow. I'm glad we're past that. Good lord. As always, though, let me know your favorite parts from these, or let me know your favorite part from this. Obviously, I don't know if this will be 2 videos or 1. You guys got it in 1. Lucky you guys, as far as the reaction, but I'm wondering if it's going to be, it'll probably be split up. I'll probably do 2 videos from this, but hilarious. That was, to be honest, that twist almost felt like something that Daniel Thrasher would do. Like I felt like Daniel Thrasher's had some where he's had little like weird twists that you don't see coming, but it falls fully in line with like his style of comedy and the overall story. You just maybe didn't see it coming. This one, I didn't expect it to go that route. Like, oh wow, like he's saying these things because he can't do them, or he doesn't have the ability to lie or fib, whatever. He can only tell the truth. That was actually pretty clever. But that picture, my God, I gotta try to clean my brain of that memory of that visual, because that was not good. Oh geez, that was great stuff. Nice. This was fun, guys. We've gone for about an hour 45 minutes. This is nice. Like the time flies by, I'll be honest. It does kind of fly by. I know earlier I was saying how I was like, I'm pretty tired, didn't know how long I would go for, but this is actually pretty good. Definitely want to try to incorporate some other stuff too. Like obviously we'll do the reactions, might incorporate some gaming here and there. And kind of get you guys involved there as well. Aw, thanks. Thank you. Wait, Twilight pitch meeting. Okay, so it was a Twilight pitch meeting. Character finding stuff through search engine is very cinematic. Okay. Well, I feel like that was one, but I feel like there was another one too, where it was like, where he literally said like showing or telling is better than showing or something like that. I'm trying to remember which one it was, but I don't know. Nice. No, this was fun. This was fun. Again, we're going to keep this thing going. Apologies, because I know originally I said I was going to do like another one because of all the issues from last week. I was going to do another one like Saturday. I still had some issues there. But eventually we'll get to a place where we'll do this more often than just once a week. I do kind of want to also like still incorporate like either things I'm watching like I did today, like the Acolyte and whatever. But also like if there's like new news that kind of comes out, like we did with the Superman talk we had last week, I do want to incorporate some more stuff like that. So we'll, eventually we'll get to a place where we are doing this more often. And as always, I really appreciate just that you guys come and hang out with me and watch. So it's that part's really dope. So I appreciate it because it's a lot of fun. It's cool to do this in a different way than just the recording piece, because then like you guys are actually here. Like I feel like you are actually here with me because you're coming back at me with stuff, comments or questions or whatever. So that part makes it a lot more fun. So I love it. I appreciate it. Overall, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being subscribed. Thanks for liking videos. Thanks for doing whatever you do. If you share this stuff with friends or family, I love it. I always get like different comments about that. Like, I have my mom watching your videos. Like that's kind of crazy to me. So I love it. I think that's really awesome. Have a happy holiday tomorrow, Independence Day, for those that are in America. I think that's awesome. If there's like some kind of, international holiday, enjoy it. I have the day off, so we're gonna hang out. I'm gonna watch Beverly Hills Cop and get caught up on that before I watch the new one that's on Netflix now as of today. So I'm gonna get some good movie time in tomorrow. A lot of Eddie Murphy movies tomorrow, it seems. So then I can watch the Honest trailer next week. So yes, be safe out there, please. People like to shoot. I mean, that's also happens July sometimes, but that's mostly like New Year's when they're like shooting. It's normally that, I guess. I get them mixed up sometimes. I know people do it around that time too. But if you're doing, fireworks and stuff, stay safe. Stay safe on the roads out there, especially as well, just during that holiday. But maybe watch Independence Day if you haven't watched it in a while. That's always a good one. The first one, not the second one. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good night.